Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I am well. And you?
Good. I'm Heidi. I'm from the USA. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Sarwan and I am from India.
Ah, India. So
Yeah.
it's 8 p.m. there?
No, it is about 4 o'clock.
For 4 in the morning? Or
After the afternoon. Yes.
4 in the afternoon. Okay, okay. So what do you like to do in the afternoon on Saturday? Do you have some special routine?
No, I don't have any routine. I am a government employee, so when I have my office time, then I go to office. And today is Saturday, so I am at home. So I study a book and I go on Cambly, do like that. Yes.
Oh, how long have you been on Cambly?
Yes, it is not much time. I am here for 3 weeks.
Oh, so do you like it? Do you find it's helping you a lot?
Yes, it is a good place to improve my English because we can learn English by the book and by online video. And but when until we don't do practice, till then we can't speak properly. So here
Ah,
we can talk with a native English speaker, so we get confidence. We can speak like that. We
I
can
understand.
understand. We can understand what the native speaker is speaking and what I am speaking. So native speaker can understand. So that will improve our confidence a lot.
I understand. Yeah, yeah. I think that it's exciting to be able to come onto Cambly and choose someone. You can choose many different tutors from all over the world.
Yes. So it is our dream to talk with the people of the world because we never speak with them. So if have knowledge of this language, then we can talk. Yes.
Ah, so you don't really have many people to practice with where you live. There are like no English speakers.
No, no, no. People can understand grammar. They can go to marks 100 out 100, but when it comes to speaking, then it is very difficult to them. Yes. Why I don't know.
Uh, I think that I think that many people feel shy to speak in another language.
Yes, but I think when we learn from books and by the video and study book and in also studying in school, so that teaching and that type of don't work in speaking. I think you can understand everything, but the speaking is. Different area, I think. When you try to speak, then you can. Otherwise, it is impossible. Yes, if you have knowledge much, but till then you can't speak yourself. You can't speak.
Right. So you feel that speaking is the greatest challenge.
Yes, it
Yes.
is. I think yeah, saw the teacher who is lecturer and high qualified teacher. They teaches English in big classes, but they can't speak. I think they can teach grammar properly. They have knowledge better, but when trying to speak, it is very difficult for them because they never thought about the speaking. So how they speak?
Yeah. And we would say something like they never get they never get a chance to practice.
Yes.
I feel I feel embarrassed when I speak a new language. I am learning Serbian, and the people in Serbia, if you try to speak Serbian, they will kind of not all people, but maybe 50% will be like, "Oh, I don't understand you."
All
Yeah, even
right.
if you say it very clearly, they will maybe like give you a hard time a little bit.
So I think the accent of the American people and the Canadian people is easy, but when we go to the with people by Britain or the Britain, then it is very difficult to understand sometimes because they speak very fast. Yeah,
Mm,
and they contract some word together. So the sound of the word is different. What they are talking about.
right.
Yes.
They do speak very fast. Some of the accents in London, they have different accents in the city. And some of those accents are very, very difficult to
Difficult.
understand. I'm a native English speaker, and I could never understand those accents.
All right. Because they put the words together and make different words. So if we live around them, then we can understand because we uh, hear this word for a long time. Then we familiar with
Hmm.
them. But when we hear for first time, then it is very difficult what they are saying. Yes.
Right. I naturally speak very slow because I'm the southern part of the USA. So I have what we call a southern drawl. That means my words are long and slow.
Right. Yes, your accent is very nice. Your accent is very proper.
Ah,
Yes.
most most people
So
don't.
most people of the American and Canadian and Australian also and South African also. Yeah,
Yeah.
the accent is very good and proper. So any person who is studying or learning this language can understand if they have basic knowledge of this language. I think when we start to learn English language or any language, we need basic knowledge of that language. If we have basic knowledge, then we can understand easily. But what happens sometimes people don't have basic knowledge of any language and they try to learn higher.
Yes.
Yes.
So many
So they
students.
mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they do their mistake and they get feel difficult. Yes,
Yes, I agree.
I think.
You know, there are so many students here on Cambly who they want to be able to speak like Shakespeare, and they don't
And
want they don't understand the basics. They don't want to work hard. They're not like you. You know, they don't pay attention. They are not working, and they don't want to speak. You speak a lot. That's why your English is good.
yes, so I don't speak a lot because I don't have people to speak with them. But I speak with myself. Yes, in my mind. Sometimes, whatever idea comes in mind, I start to speak in English language. So that helped me a lot. I first when I started learning this language, I translate. But after some time doing some practice, what I say, I shut down my software of the Hindi
Hmm.
and directly use English software. And now I don't need to translate my mother tongue.
Right.
Yes, I can directly speak English language. Yes.
Would you say that was the most difficult obstacle to learning? Was the translation in the head and trying to figure it out?
When when we do translate, we can't speak properly. We have to stop translate in mother tongue. Then we can. Otherwise, it is very impossible. It is very difficult to speak any language.
Yeah.
Yes, you have you have to put your own language aside.
Yes.
And,
You have to
yes,
have two brains, two personalities.
yes. So it is necessary if you want to speak any language.
Yeah. I think that actually is the most difficult challenge because every language has its own personality. Like in English, we would say, like, I am a runner. But in,
Mhm.
for example, Serbian, I live and work in Serbia half the year. They would say, I am runner. And I have to, the part of me that speaks English has to put aside thinking I am a runner. I have to think I am runner and not think about the A so much. So you have
Right.
to think in two personalities. The new language, that personality, the style of that language, and then you have to think
Yes.
in your native language, which is actually easy because it's natural.
It's naturally comes to automatically. We don't think about the grammar and like this and that. But when we learn a new language, then we put more attention on the grammar always.
Exactly.
Otherwise, we can miss. Yes. But I think the grammar is common in many languages. Some topics are different, but most of the topics are same. But the structure of the language is some type of different.
Mm,
Yes. So if we have the best knowledge of our mother tongue grammar, then we can use that in other languages. Yes.
yes, that's true. That's very, very true. What language do you think is the most beautiful?
So I think English language is very nice.
Ah, that's interesting. I think that maybe Russian and French.
I don't have knowledge about the language, so how could I say about it?
Ah, yes. Russian has very beautiful long words, I feel. Like for example, Paveletskaya. To me that's very nice, artistic to hear. English is nice too. I think it's beautiful.
This language is very systematic language, I think. Yes.
Yes. And I like learning very poetic words in languages.
So we have come to end of the session. So I will call you again whenever I get time.
Yes. Are you usually here on weekends?
Yes, I have plan of 3 days in a week.
So you
So nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good evening.